history of the prophets is narrated in the Holy Quran compared with the Bible by Maulana Muhammad Ali. Preface. In this treatise, I have dealt with the lives of the prophets as they are given in the Holy Quran. My chief object in presenting it to the public is to remove the prevailing misconception that the Holy Quran takes its narratives from the Bible or Jewish and Christian traditions. For this purpose, I have contrasted these narratives as met with in the Holy Quran with their versions as met with in the Bible or Jewish and Christian traditions. It will be found that wherever previous record has cast a slur on the character of a prophet, the Holy Quran has invariably vindicated it. The Holy Book has further brought about facts which enhance the moral value of these narratives and remove defects and contradictions which have found way into sacred history due to manipulation of facts or carelessness in recording them. You find that a lot of the earlier versions of some of the stories that got put into the Tanakh spoke better of some of the characters, the prophets in particular. This affords the clearest evidence that divine inspiration and not any previous record or tradition was the source from which the prophet obtained information. By doing away with the profanity of sacred history, the Holy Quran has rendered immense service to the Bible itself. This is in accordance with its claim. Muhammad Ali. Introduction. An essential difference between the histories of the prophets as they are narrated in the Holy Quran and the Bible may be pointed out at the very outset. The Bible contains a record of genealogies and some personal history, while the Holy Quran deals only with the life work of a prophet relating to the grand object of reformation and as to how he succeeded in establishing the truth and uprooting evil. What's the bit about in the Bible about the don't delight so much in genealogies and stuff, and New Testament, Old Testament, I mean, it's there, so it's... But the portions of the New Testament it's in are newer than the writings of Paul, so... The Arabic word for prophet is nabi, which is derived from naba, meaning an announcement of great utility, also a prophecy which gives information concerning the future. The word nabi in its literal significance is applied to anyone to whom prophecies about the future are revealed, but in the technical language of Islam it is applicable only to a man who is chosen by God to deliver his message to mankind. Such a person is also called a Rasul, messenger, which literally means one sent. The two words, Nabi and Rasul, are interchangeable, but Rasul literally carries a wider significance, for the angels are also called Rasul, messengers. See 35, verse 1. Yeah, Surah 35, ayat 1. The prophet, according to the Holy Quran, must be a human being, and hence it does not accept the doctrine of incarnation or God in flesh. The reformation of man is entrusted to men whom divine will was revealed, because only a man could serve as a model for men. Even an angel could not have served that purpose. How could God in flesh serve as a model for frail human beings who have to meet hundreds of temptations, whereas for God there exists no possible temptation? Hence the Holy Quran has affirmed in clearest words that only prophets or men to whom God revealed his will could be sent as reformers. And Surah 17, ayat 95 says, "Had there been in the earth angels walking about secure, we would have sent down to them from the heaven an angel as messenger." From Surah 21, ayat 7 and 8, "And we sent not before thee any but men to whom we sent revelation, nor did we give them bodies not eating food." To every prophet was given a book for guidance of his people. Surah 2, ayat 213, "So Allah raised prophets as bearers of good news and as warners, and he revealed with them the book with truth, that it might judge between people concerning that in which they differed." Surah 57:25, Certainly we sent our messengers with clear arguments and sent down with them the book and the measure. The prophets were all sinless, both their words and their deeds being in accordance with the divine commandments. Surah 21, 25 through 27. And we sent no messenger before thee, but we revealed to him that there is no God but me, so serve me. And they say, the Beneficent has taken to himself a son, glory be to him. Nay, but they are honored servants. They speak not before he speaks, and according to his command they act. And from Surah 3, 861, and it is not for a prophet to act dishonestly. Prophets, according to the Holy Quran, were needed to enable man to rise to higher stages in life. In accordance with this divine scheme, revelation was as much a need for one people as for another. God had endowed all men, humanity, with the power to conquer nature, not one particular nature to the exclusion of others. He gave his physical sustenance to all men alike. Hence revelation, which was needed for the moral and spiritual progress of man, could not be given to one man or one nation to the exclusion of others. Prophets were therefore sent to every nation, though the names of all of them have not been mentioned in the Quran. Surah 35, 8-24. And there is not a people but the warner has gone among them. Surah 10, 847. And for every nation there is a messenger. Surah 4, 864. And we sent messengers. We have mentioned to thee before messengers. We have not mentioned to thee. That is not all. Belief in the prophets of other nations is one of the fundamental principles of Islam. One of the three chief articles of the faith of a Muslim, as stated in the very commencement of the Holy Quran, is, from Surah 2:8-4, and who believe in that which has been revealed to thee, and that which was revealed before thee. The Quran thus lays down the basis of a brotherhood of the whole human race, to which no other heavenly book has made any approach. That God is Lord of all the nations of the world is not here a dry dogma. It is a living principle, not only recognizing that all nations were treated equally, physically as well as spiritually, but going further and making it an article of faith of a Muslim that he believes in all the prophets as he believes in the Prophet Muhammad. Surely, a universal religion upon which the whole human race could agree could go no further. It should be borne in mind in reading the histories of prophets as given in the Holy Quran that the object is not to narrate history as such, but to bring out certain characteristics of the histories of different nations, to mention incidents which contain prophetic allusion to the Holy Prophet's life or to the future of Islam, and to comfort the Prophet with illustrations from previous sacred history, that truth shall ultimately be established, and that the opposition shall entirely fail and be overthrown. The Quran does not concern itself with the details of these histories, not even with the details of what messages a prophet delivered to his people, or how he was received. Its contents itself, with broad facts, that every prophet delivered the message of unity, invited people to obey God, and to do good to fellow men, and aimed at the moral betterment of the people to whom he was sent. It shows by mentioning prophets of Israelite and non-Israelite nationality that the cardinal principles of the religion of all the prophets were one and the same. The references in the earlier chapters are generally very brief. Whatever details there are belonging to a period when opposition to the prophet was at its highest, and the object was, no doubt, to tell the opponents when they were at the height of their power, that they could not escape their ultimate overthrow. Another point worth noting is that every prophet is spoken of as being sent to a single nation, with the exception of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, who is spoken of as being sent to all the nations of the world. And the Bible backs it up about Jesus is that he was sent to the Israelites, according to what it has him say.